Recording in pro-
Hi there, happy Tuesday. Today's whatever video is going to continue where last week's left off. So it's a continuation of that idea of comfort and discomfort and what that means and so today we're going to talk about another level of that discomfort, and today we're talking about protection. Protection from discomfort, protection from hurt. Protection is a place where we often put a whole lot of energy in the name of not getting hurt in the future. This will show up in dating. This will show up in starting a new job or interviewing for a new job. This will come out when we're just wanting to meet new friends or new people. Oftentimes, going into new types of relationships, we'll often find ourselves saying things like, "Well, I don't want to get my hopes up too high," or "I want to prepare myself for the worst case scenario," or "I just want to make sure I'm not setting myself up to get hurt." Any of those phrases sound familiar to you? You find somehow putting that type of energy in the name of protection from hurt. Couple things to note. One is, it still hurts, even when you put that wall up, even when you hold yourself back, even when you do the things that you are doing in the name of protecting yourself from hurt. When that person turns you down, it still hurts. When you don't get the job, it still hurts. When you feel rejected or not seen or whatever, it still hurts. You're not protecting yourself from anything. It still hurts. And so it isn't working. It's not this. If we were to, pay someone for something in the name of protection from hurt, and then it still hurt like this, we would ask for our money back. And we wouldn't use them again. So notice it still hurts. So it's not working. So let's talk about what that might be in between. So the other thing to keep in mind is that pain is temporary. Suffering is a needed part of the human experience. This idea of running away or protecting ourselves from pain or uncomfortable situations or hurt or whatever you want to call it, those negative emotions, it's impossible. It's impossible to fully protect yourself from anything that you have the judgment is negative. Hear that. First of all, it's a judgment. Second of all, because it's a judgment, that means that it's an opinion and it can be changed. And third of all, oh my gosh, it's impossible to do anyway. So let's just get rid of the pretending that it's possible. It's not possible to protect yourself. It is a needed part of the human experience to experience all of the emotions, all of the sensations. And so let's just do that. Let's just first find the courage to feel the things. And then we don't have to protect ourselves from them. If we know that no matter what comes our way, we're able to let it flow through us and learn the lesson from it and then move on, there's nothing to fear. It's just one more experience. But here's the big problem with, so what we're talking about here is allowing yourself to feel the feels and all that kind of stuff. But here's the other issue, the big issue with this protection, with putting up the walls between us and this hurt and doing whatever we need to do to put up these walls, right, and protect ourselves, is that walls work both ways. We're not talking about, a doggy door that only swings one way or whatever. We're talking about walls, and walls protect both sides. And so, yes, you're behind your lovely wall of not allowing any big emotions to come to you. But guess what? You're hiding behind a wall where big emotions can't come to you. And those are the ones that you judge or have an assessment as being positive. When we're unable to swing in this direction on the pendulum, this high in this direction, that means that we are unable to swing this high on the pendulum on the other side. we're protecting ourselves from bliss, from thriving, from adrenaline rushes, from ecstasy, from all those beautiful, huge feelings that let us know we're living life, that are on the opposite end of your spectrum of judging good and bad. The wall protects both ways. It keeps us quiet, it keeps us alone, it keeps us protected from those negative feelings, but it also protects us from the positive feelings. So then the choice becomes, what do we want to choose? Do we want to continually focus on fear and protection of these emotions that will just flow through us if we allow them to? And those are a whole other set of skills that, yes, let's figure those out. But what happens if we can allow those emotions to flow through us, just like the big, lovely, thriving ones? So are we going to choose fear, or are we going to choose living the entire spectrum of this experience of this one lifetime in this one body that we're in at this time? Is this lifetime going to be constricted by perceived safety and running from fear and perceived protection? Or are we going to get to experience all of it? And that's the deal. It's up to you. You get to choose. For some of you, you're hearing this and saying, yeah, no, still, I'm good with protection. And that's awesome. That's great. Just make sure that you know that you are actively choosing it and know what the repercussions are. And if you're great living in that middle realm of safety, but not, also not bliss and all those things, that's fantastic. If that's within your core values and that is the life that you want to lead it. And know that you chose it. But if you are the type of person that has been protecting yourself, but also wants to live the other side, the other swing of the pendulum, just know what you're in for when you're choosing protection and safety. Make the conscious choice to only choose the bottom swing of the pendulum. Make sure it's a conscious choice that you don't want it to go all the way up on either side. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to seeing you, or you seeing me, or whatever happens in this one-way of talking to you thing next week. Have a great week.